It's only sound. No, it's all right. It's all right.
Suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Shout, oh, yeah, yeah. My ego don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yeah, yeah. My ego don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. My ego diary political, oh, yeah, yeah. My ego don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. This one not the off in mind, oh, yeah, yeah. My ego don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yeah, yeah. My ego don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get it higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you ladder, oh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego diary political, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my yegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my yegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my yegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. My yegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. My yegun don't come, oh yo yo. Man of the masses, oh, yeah, yeah. My ego don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. My ego diary political, oh, yeah, yeah. My ego don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. This man not the off in mind, oh, yeah, yeah. My ego don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. Aha, now you not done here, oh. All these bad politicians, then we call themselves politicians. When they thief our money, we no want make the common man get wetin him suppose get for this country. Una never hear something. Na go hear one. Mayegun, you go show una paper. Mayegun diary political. So my people make you shout oh yo yo. Mayegun don come oh yo yo. My people make we laugh oh yo yo. Mayegun don come oh yo yo. Mayegun don come man of the masses oh yo yo. Mayegun don come oh yo yo. Mayegun diary political oh yo yo. Mayegun don come oh yo yo. Ha, this one na dey off in mind. Oh yo yo. Mayegun don come oh yo yo. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀.
Hello there.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀.
So good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is a brunch time with Mayegun live. As you are joining us, remember, after reading the caption of the broadcast, read the description as well. Then like it, share it, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them all that Mayegun today. And I have with me in the studio as well, my brunch time member this afternoon, presenter, and that will be Tolu.
Hello guys.
All right, everyone is reacting since the announcement of this is the announcement of the passing of Bokohari. We have had people who have taken it upon themselves to gaslight the people. For instance, trying to let you know that you shouldn't say something bad about the dead. I will agree if the dead has nothing to do or had nothing to do with the ruins of millions of lives. We have seen children in northern Nigeria celebrating or jubilating. We have seen the Ronukus in Lagos also jubilating. We have also seen those who have been busy since last night to try to turn it into a tribal agenda. On Mayegun's Diary Political, a place where you can see the full details in the last 8 years of Bokohari in Nigeria. If I have to go for my professorship, right, or even master's first, I can actually get masters in documenting the activities of this Buhari and then APC general in the last 8 years. So finally, they come to announce that he's dead. He died in London, the same London hospital that he died 6 years ago, 2017. Now we have those who are already asking that which Buhari died? Which Buhari do you think died? Or did he die again? Now this afternoon, right? You can gloat here. Listen to me. I understand that Nigeria is a place where they always sort of like blame the victims or gaslight the victims. Nigerians are victims of their ruinous criminal leaders. The same people that see Nigeria as a burial ground shouldn't turn around and begin to ask you to not wish them whatever it is. Tell everybody that Mayegun today. So good afternoon, everyone. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. And maybe good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is brunch time on Mayegun's Diary Political. And listen to me. Wherever you kind of read into this broadcast this afternoon is completely your own cup of tea. But here, we would not look away and watch mongrels, sewage dwellers, voluntary slaves, Buhari Danes, Buhari Dideris, Buhari Denotus, Buhari Dijatus, Buhari Shukus, Ungos Yaris, the entire Buhari stands, the Buhari Diots, again, including their uncles and aunties abroad, the Abroadian Buhari Diots, the Buhari Danes there, right? Those who spent 8 years in defending this calamity, a man that came during the time that people claim to be yearning for change, a change of government, a change of leadership, a change of way of lives. Bokohari came with the rogues that he brought in and changed Nigeria forever. And that is what we want to keep out there. Not the messages of the voluntary slaves, the humbled slaves, the sophisticated morons, including their cousins now, right? The Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris. For 8 years, Mayegun's diary political continued to expose the activities, the actions of the Bokohari's government, including his hatred for the people of Nigeria, a clannish tyrant. And we watched as they destroyed Nigeria, all right? Divided Nigeria. And today, we are also watching as some Olori Brukus are gaslighting people to say something nice about the murderous Bokohari. His own victims, in which why we have to kind of put it out there. This is going to be a safe place for you. This afternoon, it is a safe place for you to pick up your phone, express yourself exactly how you feel towards this animal. And as they say, maybe let God judge the rest. So who is Bokohari? Muhammadu Bokohari. Muhammadu Bokohari is a typical Nigerian opportunist who offered and gave nothing in particular, or you can say Bokohari is an individual that never worked in his entire life from the moment he ran away from his home. According to him, Nigeria has been taking care of him, took care of him from his teenage years until he died at the age of 82. What did Bokohari give back to Nigeria? Well, you are his what do you call it? The evidence of what Bokohari did, especially in the last 8 years of the lives of young Nigerians. When Bokohari came in, not only that he enabled his criminal, political co-travelers to pillage Nigeria, not only that, Bokohari went as far as dividing Nigeria along tribal, ethnic, and religious line, in which the Fulani clan became the anointed tribe in Nigeria. They were going from one indigenous region to another, slaughtering people. And what did Bokohari do? He blamed the people. He blamed them. In fact, just like they are doing right, they gaslighted the people as intolerant, as hateful. While they buried their dead, they buried their loved ones. But before Bokohari finally kissed the dust this second time, Bokohari participated, in fact, orchestrated the killings of over 1,800 Shiites. They were Nigerians, but for religious differences, Bokohari's Buratai, kind of carried out that massacre, and they buried them in a shallow grave, dug for them in Kaduna by El Rufai of Kaduna at the time. These murderers went as far as going to the eastern part of Nigeria under the cover of they are looking for the IPOB. Hundreds and thousands of young people lost their lives in their hands. Many others have gone missing, while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not only hunted down, he was kidnapped. They violated an international law, right, just to satisfy this Bokohari. At the end of the day, after his 8 years, like I said, Nigeria is more divided. Nigerians are poorer. Nigerians are more terrorized. And of course, the plutocracy, the stealing, has now become more legitimized, where you have now watched, under this criminal, we now saw terrorists getting pardoned. Terrorists, collecting hundreds of billions of naira in welfare package, while their victims, who are in their also millions, scattered all over the place, and they called the place, or those places, IDP camp. Nigerians became refugees in their own country. In 8 years, Nigerians became refugees in their own country, and they watched their government push the agenda of rehabilitating the terrorists, trying to change the law to accommodate the terrorists by giving them land, gazetting it, and making them citizens of the areas that they don't have any cultural or anything, any affiliation with. Under Bokohari, he called Nigerian youth lazy. But the laziest person to ever occupy the office of president in Nigeria is no other than Bokohari. He wasted how many months? 8 months in choosing or in selecting his own ministers. 8 months. Where do you want to start from? So this afternoon, we'll take a look at some of the reactions. And tonight is going to be the detailed part. So I just want to kind of water the ground for everybody. If all of these I have listed, right, is nothing to so many people, right? But take, for instance, Bokohari was sick in 2017, right, Olu? And they rushed him down to London. Nigerians who are sick in Nigeria, most of them turned to beggars on social media. Many of them died, of course, unannounced, like nobody knows what happened to them. Then this guy spent nearly 4 months in London. Before then, he's been coming and going.
Yeah, I think last time he went to London for like an air infection or something like that during his presidency.
That was the beginning. But when the serious one, where he actually almost died, he said he almost died.
Yeah.
Even though today people believe that, no, there's another story. We'll get to that one. He almost died. Okay? And then he got saved by the NHS. NHS saved him. He went back to Nigeria. 5 years after that, he never inaugurated a single block of hospital in Nigeria. And people want people to not actually to be nice to him.
So what I'm saying is like, now, what is the hope for a common man in Nigeria? Like, for people who don't have money to like go abroad for treatment, what do they do? Because our healthcare system is in a bad state, it's like in a worse state, and I don't think if all these politicians are going abroad for treatment, all about the citizens of Nigeria that can't even afford to eat, they're even begging for like their next meal. So what do they do? Our doctors are even like leaving the country,
right?
Going to the United States, going to
like shamelessly, UK. Right? Shamelessly, those who are trying to kind of blackmail or gaslight the people right now want people to feel sorry. They want you to ignore all of that. And again, sadly, those who are there right now, they are doing the same thing. Tifnubu is currently treating his own whatever is wrong with him in France and London. No lesson, no nothing. He was governor for 8 years in Lagos State. Lagos State is considered as the richest state in Nigeria. But there is no single hospital that can actually treat the president of Nigeria from going abroad. So if Tifnubu died tomorrow now, right? They want you to believe that he died for Nigeria, he worked for Nigeria and the rest of that. But still, people are still going to be left in that dungeon. Let me show you the last time of Bokohari, or should I call it the last period of Bokohari, or before we even get to that. It is not only Bokohari that is going to die in London. So we also have Abdusalami Abubakar. He is also very sick. He's in London as well. Gowon was very sick too, but they managed to revive. These are old men who have lived to the ripe age. Do you understand? Ripe old age of like 70 something, 80, 90. Right? But their longevity is not because they have this gene in their family. It's not because they are rich. Like, okay, they are rich and they can afford the FDI in Nigeria. No, it's because they can use Nigerian money
like
go abroad and get the best treatment money can buy. And that helps them to long their lives. There are so many of their mates in Nigeria can only dream of. Fayoshe's brother.
But today we have two head of states, two former presidents of Nigeria in London hospital. They are sick. No hospital to take them in Nigeria. As at today, now president now have to send vice president to go and check on them in the hospital in London. And you know the funny part of it, the doctors and the nurses treating them there are the japa from their country that they refuse to empower. So they are the doctors that are making waves. They are the nurses that are making waves in UK, helping them to get well. The doctors with japa where they no fit take care of in Nigeria, the nurses with japa where they no fit take care of, they are in London. Imagine two former head of state, two former presidents, they didn't build one single hospital that they can, in their old age, that they can go. Yoruba ni ma jẹ́ kí n kú síbi tí kò sáṣọ mi. That means they were unable to build a good hospital that they can go in their old age. So the two of them are now in London, Buhari and Abdusalam, receiving treatment. And part of the doctors and nurses treating them are the japa they refuse to empower in Nigeria. Do you see the history? So if two head of states are abroad and when they are sick, they are receiving treatment, what about 200 million that are not head of states that cannot go abroad to receive treatment? You see how selfish our leaders are? Now, our current president now still send our plane to go and visit them outside on their sick bed. Is that not a sick nation? What a country. There was a country.
It is not just a sick nation, or better still, maybe that describes it, you know. This was Bokohari when he returned back to Nigeria in 2017. So it looked like, and that was the beginning of the Jibril al-Sudani. Jibril al-Sudani came from when it was announced that Bokohari was dead. Now listen to this battle. We have not even gotten into all the Bokohari's evil now, or talking about you experiencing the worst health crisis as a leader of a country. Shouldn't that be a kind of like a clarion call for you? Something to make you feel like, oh, I don't want to die abroad. I don't want them to return me to Nigeria in a box. If I survive this one, when I get back to Nigeria, I am going to build the best, or I'm going to upgrade the National Hospital in Abuja, that we even have a special ward with this. All the Nigerians that they told to go, if they want to go, go if you want to go. These are the Nigerians that now go abroad to go and treat them. Two things though, right? President of a country is so important, right? That his healthcare, his food, his medication, his security and every other thing becomes a national priority. If the health, the health record of a president of any country, gets leaked into the hands of another government of another country, that government, that president or that government, right, is going to become beholden to that country. Because here it is. When Bokohari came to London that time, they didn't tell everybody in Nigeria what happened to him. They just told everybody that he was unwell. No, they didn't tell them exactly. But guess what? Medical students in London, from all over the world, they were using him as a guinea pig, a lab rat. Bokohari, they used, some of the medication they claim to use for him, to revive him, they are not even in the market. They are trial drugs. You know, all those ones that be like, we don't know if it's going to work.
Work or not, yeah.
And they are like, you know what, use them. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this is what puts a target on his back. That one now said, upon all of and he said he died and they took him to became the biggest conspiracy.
Yeah.
Like, how is that possible? Did they use a body double? Is somebody wearing a mask?
Yeah.
All of that, right? Nnamdi Kanu broke them apart. Let me show you this collection of pictures.
Right.
You see all this collection of pictures online right now. People are asking, which Buhari died? Go. Let us know. Is he Jibrin Ali Sudani? Because you see all this image, right?
Yeah.
There were the different images of Buhari over the time.
Over time, yeah.
So because of this, right, they said, they hired Abdul Muhammad from Chad.
Yeah.
Then another one, in fact, hang on. I'm going to, for the sake of our viewers. So Nigerians didn't know what happened to their president, but they were told to be praying for him. You need to pray for him. So some people were even pushing propaganda. Oh, he was poisoned.
Yeah.
Oh, Bokohari, people were trying to kill him. Different lies, but the guy was suffering from God knows what. Yeah. So Nnamdi Kanu said he didn't survive it. He said he died. And that kind of made a lot of people feel like interested and started digging more.
Yeah.
Okay? Turn yourself into a national security threat as the leader of a country. UK, US, all of them, they know what happened to Buhari. They know if this Buhari is the real Buhari or not.
Yeah.
And to make the matter worse, his wife, Aisha, just stopped sleeping in the same room with him. The moment Buhari returned back from London, Aisha stopped.
Yeah, I thought she was living in Dubai one
later,
time. Yeah.
At some point, right? She later actually have to leave after COVID.
Yeah.
She now relocated back to Dubai.
Yeah.
And she's not going to stay with him anymore.
Yeah.
Her husband, though, at the way, now, I mean, his own way, dude. Old age, dude. So that kind of got a lot of people were like, which Buhari is this? That's one of the controversies around this man. All right. Now he's dead. And from the brief proof together, right? We have Shitty man was sent to London last night to go and bring his body. So I'll share that, then I'll come back.
Okay.
Shetima.
So
Vice President to go and bring the body of the former president from a London hospital. Baba.
that just, you see, our politician, I don't understand that video. when I read this news this morning, like, what is he going for to land in London to go and bring the cops? See,
and they also said that northern governors, so about 6 of them, have been in London for the past 1 week before he even died.
I'm saying, see, the priority. See, I don't think our politicians understand the meaning of priority. Because as a vice president of Nigeria, you can't just go and be bringing dead. That's not what we voted for you for. You understand? You have to have priority.
Well, what about shame? What about shame? Like, oh, you know what? We are here to come and collect the immediate past president of Nigeria who died in your hospital. Please, contingents and all of that. It's a VIP. A VIP, he died in this hospital. What about shame? Like, is there anything that will ever make an average Nigerian elite to have a little bit of shame in this sense?
I don't. At this point, I don't even. I'm just speechless because when I read the news, like when Shetima like it's come to the UK to come and bring Buhari's cup, I was like,
but the Buhari's cup
are you an undertaker? I like
the Buhari's cup.
I don't understand.
The Buhari's body is.
When I read the news, like,
you know, Shetima and his guy, they got here this morning, very early in the morning. I don't know how early, maybe 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. I don't know. So they uploaded that video to share with us that they came to come and get a call. I'm sorry, to come and get Bokohari. So meanwhile, it was like you said, right? It was like he just touched down and then hopped on the plane again and left. Because right now, like a few hours ago, Buhari's body is in Nigeria. Buhari's body arrived to Nigeria. Although I know a lot of people will be saying, which Buhari? Which of the Buhari body? Now let's play along with them, okay? So Buhari's body arrived in Nigeria earlier, and I think I even shared the video on Mayego's diary political earlier, right? Let's see. Buhari's alleged body.
Ya za a ni na tashi mu'amaraya ban san mahaifina ba na shekara 9 a makarantar kwana na shiga soja a ƙasa daga makurdi sai na je har ƙarshen Najeriya ba abin da ya taɓa samu na Allah kada zai iya wannan saboda haka ina son ku ƙarfafa imaninku ku yi iyakar ƙoƙarinku amana da aka ba ku riƙe da ta iyalinku kada ku yi wasa da ita kada ku ci amana abin duniya abin banza ne saboda haka ku riƙe amana ku riƙe iyalinku ku riƙe jama'ar da aka sa a ƙarƙashinku ku kuma ku bi jama'a da gaskiya kamar yadda na ce ni ba ni da wani bayanin da ya fi in gaya muku kaɗan daga halin da na shiga ciki na shekara 80 na yi aikin soja na zo na yi aikin ofis ɗin na shiga siyasa na nemi in shiga shugaban ƙasa sau 3 na je shari'a na zo na gaya ma jama'a na ce to sau 3 kenan ina neman shugaban ƙasa sau 3 ana kwashewa wai ina so a ji tausayi na sai aka min dariya na ce Allah na nan Allah.
His body arrived at Abuja earlier, you know. So somebody now put there's a voice on the, what do you call it, that video, to make, because that was his voice. That was him talking about Shugaban Kasa, in one of his campaigns, but his legacy. I have seen people write all kind of the usual typical Nigeria way. They've started writing all this, you know, I forget about his shortcomings, Allah, blah, 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 all that nonsense. But I mean, Bokohari's legacy is a legacy of looting, legacy of killings, legacy of terrorism, legacy of human rights abuses, and legacy of unpatriotism. That when you look at everybody that work with Bokohari, right? 90% of them, and that's being generous, so 90% of them should actually be in jail. It's not just the political appointees, including those that work with him in the military, in defense. You get now?
Yeah.
In 2020, young people came together to say, they wanted an end to police brutality.
Yeah.
That was fair.
Yeah.
Right? And they started a peaceful protest. It was fun.
Yeah.
But it was pretty much like so coordinated. So what happened?
Oh.
They unleashed terror on them.
Yeah.
Hundreds of them were killed and their bodies taken away.
Rest in
That is
peace.
Bokohari's legacy.
See, I won't forget that day.
So were you in Nigeria then?
Yeah, I was in Nigeria then.
Did you participate in the SARS?
Yeah, but I wasn't in toll gate.
You are not at the toll gate.
Yeah,
So
but I saw the video online that was that was shared by DJ Switch or one DJ that's currently in Canada now. I saw the killings, like, so just so bloody. Like, how will you send soldiers
in a democracy
and off the lights? Like, that was so coordinated. Like, it was planned. It was just so brutal. Like, they did in the middle of the night, all the night, and just open fire on civilians, you know.
And they took
on youths.
You know
the
that
picture of Nigeria. You can't just do that.
They took their bodies too.
Yeah.
They took some of the bodies.
Just to clean up the evidence. They clean up the evidence.
3 years later, this was last year, Sanwo-Olu in Lagos now said they want to give mass burial to the bodies of those who died during the SARS, unclaimed body. Do you understand? So, that is Buhari's legacy.
Yeah, Mike, do you remember that they initially denied any massacre? Do you remember?
They denied,
but eventually they began to like open up.
They didn't per se.
Yeah.
They didn't know because there was a tribunal. There were tribunals set up.
Yeah.
So tribunals started indicting because the victims, their family members, they started showing up.
Yeah.
And there are tribunals that awarded monetary compensation to the victims, but the Bokohari's government admits that they killed Nigerians. No. So how can any civilian president in this day and time commit a genocide against against his own people? And people are kind of trying to gloss that over.
Yeah.
In such a way that, Baba, DJ Switch, this is our own response to the death of this mofo.
Evening. In the last, like, I don't know, 40, 45 minutes, I've received a number of DMs, yeah? And I've received these DMs because of the story I put on my Instagram page. And one of them read, Be Kind. Another one was talking about Buhari's achievement. You know, he has achieved so much. He lived to a long old age of 82, 83 or something like that. I said, okay, fair enough. But that's why my post said, inevitability. It's inevitable. We're all going to die. I know I'm going to die. Either I die by natural causes, or I die by an accident, or I die by something else. It is inevitable. Nothing to really look too deep into that. It's life. Right? But the one I want to actually harp on is the achievement. Buhari achieved what? Please. He achieved what? He achieved what? And with what? With our resources? With our money? What did he achieve? Or you don't realize that he lived long because of our resources? Do you know how many people are dying in Nigeria? Do you know how many people are starving in Nigeria because they don't have national cake to steal from? They don't have national cake to go get quality treatment abroad. Please tell me, what did Buhari achieve? And yeah, with all of that stuff, all of the stuff that they've stolen, that they keep stealing, they are less likely to be attacked by police or armed robbers on the road when they are riding around with heavy security. Please tell me what Buhari has achieved, apart from destroying lives and killing Nigerians. I don't need to prove my empathy to anybody, all right? But I do believe that history will always be the real long life. Because when you are a leader and you are not just, you are not fair, you don't lead in service of the people, the people will make a drink and toast to your demise. But when you lead with justice, fairness, when you put your people first and their interests first, the people will cry and mourn. The people will wail. They will remember you forever. And that is what that post meant. Like I said, I don't really need to prove empathy. But today, when I woke up and saw that news, it was like another justice, right? Because no matter what all our politicians do, I hope today is a stark, not a stark, that's the wrong term. I hope today is sort of like an insight into how they will be remembered. And guess what? I hate to kind of break it to you. They may not give a damn, because right now all they want to do is just enjoy this life and accumulate for their children. And their children's children and their children. I can say and their children's children till tomorrow. So yeah, say what you will. Anybody that knows me well knows that I say what's on my mind and I keep it moving. So, next on the list, T-Pain, Alpha.
Bear your mind, speak your truth, and let no one gaslight you. Don't let anybody tell you that, don't say something bad about the dead. The dead. Everyone is going to die. We are all going to die.
Yeah.
Eventually. So whether you die at the age of 10 or age of 100, what really matters most is that at least live. You should live first.
Yeah.
A lot of Nigerians are existing today. They are not living. They're just existing, just filling in the quota and say, oh, how many millions? Yeah, how many millions? They are not living because of the kind of life that these rogues have enforced on them, generation to generation.
Yeah.
But they can buy long life. But they are telling Nigerians to pray for long life. Nigerians don't understand that you can actually buy long life when you have access to the best health care.
Yeah.
There's a chance. You know, Bokohari said he's been treating this problem, maybe diabetes or something, I don't know, for a very long time. But it became that worse, that they had to kind of like almost import every part of his organ. So you got all of that because, not because you are rich, because you are president of Nigeria, who would always have access to the best of the best healthcare, except if you are not looking for it.
Yeah.
But when it came to that of Bokohari, like they could go to anywhere. So when they said that he died, a lot of people need to understand this. So I'll show you something. You see, that Bokohari's news of Bokohari died. It wasn't just somebody, it wasn't like Nnamdi Kanu woke up and just said that. There were so many things around that time. And there's so many things happening at the same time around that time too. But look at this man. This man is a British MP, right? He's a British politician. This is his tweet. That tweet, if you go on Twitter right now, on X right now, go and search for Eric Joyce. All these tweets, they are still there up to today. Never deleted, not fake. It was the person who first announced the death of Bokohari. Do you understand? And that was when they said, oh, he died, and they took him to Saudi Arabia to bury. And all of these are just like somebody else has been parading himself as Buhari. So Nnamdi Kanu said, after Buhari, Tinubu is going to be next. Like that is after Buhari's being their president, Tinubu will be next.
Yeah.
So then it will be after 2 years. After that, the Buhari's tenure must have ended, right? It will be there after 2 years after that they are going to announce his death. What the heck? He said around that time the contract has finished. The Jibrin they were brought from Sudan would have left, and all of that. So, and he said, if the current Buhari can do a DNA, which means they will take one of Buhari's children, and they will take this Buhari's, DNA, they will go and run them. That if they match, Nnamdi Kanu will apologize to everybody. And he will drop all the Biafran agitation, and nobody will see him again or hear from him again.
Yeah.
They won't do DNA.
Nothing was done.
So now, people are now saying that, okay, as much as it may sound like a conspiracy theory, there are some certain things that people observe too. 2 years before the end of the supposed Buhari, Aisha stopped living with him. Yeah. And they said before that, since Buhari returned back from London in 2017, Aisha stopped staying in the same room with him, totally, completely. Yeah. And that was the time he needed his family most. As much as they have all the health support, care, and all of that, right? That is the time you need your family most, your wife, your children. So they were all just putting up an act out there to act like their family and all of that stuff. But all of that showed that something is just not right. Now, Buhari finished government. He relocated back to Daura in 2023. 3 months after that, he relocated back to Kaduna, where he had a house, right? But Aisha never went back to Daura. He never went to Kaduna. Aisha left straight for London with his children. With her children. So she left with their children, and everybody stayed in London until Buhari died. He's living alone in Kaduna, in his house in Kaduna.
I mean, you're not wrong for what you said.
Like, people may say it's conspiracy, okay?
Yeah.
But are all these facts wrong? No. Are they just coincidence?
So when the president was like, President Buhari was like sick, that was the time Aisha Buhari like supposed to be by side. Yeah. But we were hearing news like Aisha moved to Dubai, maybe or she was staying in Dubai. I was like,
something is not right.
Yeah.
So a lot is wrong, and that is why
because
in this collected clip, right? I think I put them together just to show you the day he returned back to Daura, as well as after that, right? When what do you call it? His last moment before he went to this London. There is no sorry for him though, but this is just setting the record.
Whoever thought that there has been some form of injustice on him, we are all humans. There is no doubt I hurt some people, and I wish they would pardon me. And those that think that I've hurt them so much, please pardon me. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. We landed with 20 minutes to spare.
Thank you for punishing me.
We may come to claim the balance of that time some other time.
Thank you for punishing me.
Thank you very much, sir.
Come and remove your gadgets. Good God.
So this is the second to the last one, sir.
Second to the last?
Yes, sir.
Look at you.
So you have to do a broadcast now.
Broadcast?
Yes.
You hold that thing at a safe distance and harass me.
will go to celebrate. He will say, come and meet him.
So that's his daughter, Zara. You know, I think when she got there, she realized that, finally it's over. So again, the reason why you should never let anybody gaslight you in any way or try to, you know, kind of like a sweet talk you or something on how to react. Don't fall for it. Bokohari, I mean, according to them now, so Bokohari died at the ripe age of 82. Yeah. How many Nigerians will have the opportunity of growing old to 82?
What is the average lifespan of Nigeria?
Maybe 50.
I mean, see, that's what I see. Our problem now is our healthcare is just in the worst state. Mm-hmm. I don't know if, see, that's what I'm saying, like, we don't have priority in Nigeria. See, for us to have a good lifespan, our healthcare has to be a good world-class standard. No, we have good machines, good healthcare system, you know.
I agree.
Just like walking, because
here is something. Even if you have no idea about what it takes, okay, to make as somebody, as an individual, you don't have what it takes. You have no idea what it takes to actually set up any standard medical system or healthcare system for your people. You are the president. You hired people to do things. Mm-hmm. And if you have people who are working overtime to make sure that your needs are catered for, they know where the best hospital is, the best surgeon, the best this, the best that for your family and everyone. Mm-hmm. So that same kind of, that kind of, intelligence or so is enough to also kind of put a working system in place. But the intention, I mean, the real thing, you said priority. So the real thing is that it's never their priority.
That's just it.
And the people who are the victims,
which
the citizens themselves,
which is sad.
They have no idea, because the majority of them will tell you that, and so do you want him to die in Nigeria? So if it was you, won't you go out?
Because the guy will afford money to even get a good treatment abroad. Imagine somebody battling cancer.
Defending those who are stealing their money to them.
It's just so pathetic.
See all of these travels now, right? All this back and forth nonsense. They're doing that, not with their money. None of it with their money.
Yeah, of course.
It is with the people's money. But the people themselves have no real education to understand the implication of what these guys are doing to them. Mm-hmm. So it's like they want them to do it to them. I mean, I have seen them where they are defending their leaders in a way that, in such a very much like a slavish way, if you ask me, right? That you can't have something. Somebody says, whatever they are enjoying, you should be enjoying it too. Mm-hmm. If anything happens to you now, in Scotland, right here now, and we need an ambulance will get here. Mm-hmm. Maybe in another 10, 15 minutes. Depends on the emergency, right? Yeah. So ambulance will come in and take you away without asking for your bank account or bank balance or somebody paying for you or anything. Yeah. They just need your ID. Yeah. Now, this is not our own country. Do you get it now? Mm-hmm. We're from Nigeria. Mm-hmm. We don't have that there. Right? So, if you now tell them that you deserve that. They will tell you, yes, they know, but don't compare where you are with where we are. And I'm like, why not? Do you not deserve to have access to the best healthcare? Just like them. Now, we are from Nigeria, okay? But we still enjoy the best because we pay our taxes here, we work here, we do everything here.
Yeah.
Nigerians that live in Nigeria, Nigerians that work in Nigeria, pay taxes there, do everything there.
Yeah.
They have accepted that, well, if these guys don't do what they are doing, right, it's not a big deal. But Nigeria, no problem, God.
Now I'm saying.
This is why Shore said nobody should be celebrating. I mean, nobody should control how anyone wants to react.
Okay.
That we are even talking about this murderer in itself is just to show to you that Nigeria has sunk beyond anything anybody can really describe. And that's Shore. Children were celebrating in Daura, where Bokohari comes from. Why is that? Children. That simply means that what they did, what they have done to Nigeria, even children are not spared. Children. Take a look at this scene. Children.
It's very sad that we are even having a conversation about mourning a person who left this country broken, did everything he could, everything Buhari touched, he destroyed. He destroyed human rights, he destroyed the economy, he destroyed the dignity of person, he destroyed the social cohesion of the nation known as Nigeria. And I'm not one of the persons who was out there pretending that I miss him. I don't miss him. I was also one of his personal victims, and this is a time to really commiserate and show empathy to his victims from when he was a soldier, someone who participated in killing of people in the Southeast for 30 months during what is now known as the Nigerian Civil War. When he was a military head of state, he violated human rights. He extrajudicially killed some young people who they accused of carrying drugs. When he came back the second time, you know his story. Yes, killings of Shiites, killings of people in southern Kaduna, the killings of SARS protesters in Lagos, killings for the second time of southeastern young people who were branded as IPOB. The destruction of the Nigerian economy, the destruction of the healthcare system to the point that he himself had to die in a clinic in London because they didn't care about building anything here in Nigeria, which is the country they govern. So it's been a terrible legacy, and I'm not one of the people who want to be politically correct because I see a lot of politicians falling over themselves trying to pen tributes to Buhari as if Buhari was the best thing to happen to Nigeria since the invention of peanut butter. It wasn't, and that's the truth. And I've also seen some of his victims, poor kids in Kanu jubilating on the street. I've seen people with bullhorn announcing his death quite derisively. So it's, for me, on a personal level, you know, Buhari was responsible for the death of my younger brother. Buhari violated my rights. Buhari is responsible for why my mom had stroke since 5 years ago. So I said those on the personal level, but this is not personal vendetta.
So to so many people, Bokohari's government and his death is personal, and they would express themselves the way they feel. You should do the same thing. Don't let anybody use this, their fake Nigeria God, to begin to tell you that you say, instead of you to pray to grow old, tell them that no be by prayer people they grow old. It's not by prayer that you grow old. You won't grow old if your government is in bed with terrorists that can walk in any time, ransack your village, murder your people, kidnap your children, and still get away with it. by coming back to collect billions of naira as compensation once they said that they have repented. Do you understand? So express yourself, Dada. The children, I mean, the families of the Shiites that they killed, the family of the Biafrans that he slaughtered, that he even wanted to actually, he said he was going to wipe them off the map. They are dot in a circle. That Bokohari. So don't let anybody blackmail you, okay? We are all going to die. Say your mind, all right? Say it as you feel. Let it out, all right? So my line is still open, though. Yeah, the line is still open, which means we can take some calls from, the viewers. You. Tonight is going to be a detailed, sort of like a program for this murderous Bokohari, a detailed one, where we are, I mean, like I just did this afternoon, right? We'll keep documenting this so that in 10 years' time, in 20, right? Nobody will come around and begin to do the whitewashing they normally do in that contraption, as they are busy doing right now. He did this, he did that. So his legacy is a legacy of destruction, disruption, ruin, agony, bloodbath, terrorism, economic ruin. You know, name it all. Here's my first caller, though. Hello there. Sorry, I have you on mute. Is that you, Prince Adewale, the African Wahala?
Yes.
How you feeling, Baba?
Yes, this is me, my brother. I'm good. I'm feeling well. Just came back from a nice holiday, so I feel so good.
Oh yeah, you feel refreshed.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
They say that the African Wahala, you know that they say you need to do what is right when you are alive, so that I don't have to come to your burial to tell a lie. Do you understand that?
100%.
A lot of our people are so full of shit right now. They are forcing a lot of things down the people's throat. But you know what? People are still always going to express themselves. And I am here, right, to give everyone their backing that you have that right to. If not cost, you won't cost. Not that it will change anything, but it's going to help you. It is going to help a lot of you to express yourself as you feel. And anybody who try to control that, the African Wahala.
Facts. You know, say they love using religion. That's the first weakest point of the people. And first off, let me give a shout out to your guests. I greet you, my brother. Thank you for being on the show.
I'm trying to get him to, keep hearing me physically. And we'll wait.
Please. Thanks for coming through, brother.
No worries, brother. Thank God.
Yes, sir.
So the African Wahala.
First of all, Buhari is the reason why Nigeria became the third most terrorized country in the world between 2016 and 2022. Now, I think Nigeria might be number 4 or number 5. According to the count, this institute called Global Terrorism Index, they count the victims of terrorism all over the world, and they collate that data and they post it on their website. And Nigeria became number 3 behind Iraq and Syria at some point. That's how bad it was under Buhari.
You get? And
it's still very bad till this day. It's still very, very bad. Don't get it wrong. Don't think the terrorism has improved. No, it hasn't improved. It's still as bad as it was. Bokohari is the reason why Nigeria became the poverty capital of the world.
Yes.
After India. India used to be the poverty capital of the world by numbers. They would count the number of people living in multi-dimensional poverty. And in the entire world, India with a population of 1.3, 1.4 billion people was always number 1. Nigeria overtook India in 2017.
That's right.
It became Nigeria, India, Congo, number 3. Bokohari is the reason why, like Showore said in that video, the social cohesion of Nigeria completely destroyed. Completely. We always had that beef. You know, people always beefed one another along ethnic lines. We didn't trust you.
Banter stuff and all that, but they were never fully from the eightful place.
Yes,
until
it never
he
got
actually came to
as bad.
show all of us that, man, you should be hateful, you should mean it too.
By 2019, Buhari told all of us that there is nothing like one Nigeria. He made it clear. For me personally, when Buhari told me that there was no more one Nigeria was January 2021. When I saw what happened in Okeogun. Sorry, not Okeogun, in Oja in Ogun State. When I saw people run away to Benin Republic, a town called Kobe, and they couldn't go back to their communities. This is in Ogun State. That was when I knew for a fact that, forget it. This country is done. Forget about it. Even SARS did not completely break me. It was that Okeogun incident that was a turning point for me.
3 women,
Buhari
three pregnant women,
12.
They went to forced labor that night that you are talking about. Forced labor. 3
in the bushes.
They had to give birth in the bush.
The women
running away from terrorists in Ogun State.
While they were running away in the bush to safety, they gave birth in the bush. And speaking about running away from terrorists, do you know that Buhari's nepotism was so bad that during that 2019 elections, the victims of Boko Haram, the victims of Fulani terrorism, the victims of all this northern terrorism, back then that was the beginning of ISWAP. There was no Lakorawa, there was no Bermuda back then, but there was ISWAP. They have victims while running away from the attackers. If you brought in a ballot paper to them while running away in the bush, many of them would still vote for APC because they were completely brainwashed. Yes. Buhari took 12 medical trips, 13 medical trips to London. There was a time the guy went there for like 3 weeks. How can the president of a country go to another country 13 times for medical checkups? Is that someone you should take seriously? So for 8 years that you were the president, you couldn't build one single hospital that is good enough to take care of you. It shows it was an absolute failure. If the guy was alive, he should be in prison for the rest of his life. And for those people that are trying to hype him, let me just wrap up with just 30 more seconds.
Thank you.
For the people that are trying to hype him up, the same way you guys have hyped up guys like Muritala Mohammed, you made all those criminals the elder statesmen, you put their names on buildings, on edifices. It's not going to work with Buhari. You can try, but it's not going to work.
No.
And even all those other guys that you've hyped up, they will slowly be exposed and their names will be brought down. Thank you so much, man.
God bless you, my man. You have a very, very wonderful morning over there, Baba. You have a good one, eh?
Yes, sir.
So I have another caller, but my caller, please hang in there for a second, just before we continue. So the horror called Bokohari, right, would never be whitewashed. A man whose ego was bruised. He felt insulted and he shut down Twitter in Nigeria for over a year until the election was coming. Then he released the Twitter and then he came back onto that Twitter to come and campaign for second term.
Yeah, I remember.
You know, a man with a fragile ego like that. It's a charm.
Hello, Michael. Good
I managed to track you
afternoon.
there this morning, on a Monday morning. Charm.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
I don't know what I was looking for on my phone. And I now thought, oh, Michael is doing brunch time. Hey, Michael is doing brunch time. And I was thought to myself, oh, let me join the brunch time. Because I don't think I've joined or listened in a while to the brunch time. Okay. And it was to talk about this murderous entity that has gone.
Here we are. Because people like us will never let or allow all these Ronukus and their gangs or the Buhari idiots to now try to whitewash a murderer, right? A genocidist like Bokohari.
I feel like
going to happen.
Of course, and I'm very grateful for this platform and the fact that it's called a diary means
Yes,
that
it is a diary.
from time to time people can go back and really see the hearts and minds of real West Africans. Because I refuse to call that place Nigeria. I hate that name. the people within that geographical.
All you have to do is just pick your keyword, search the dates, go on to my Eagles Diary Political and put the date in and say December 13th. 2021, Buhari, Tinubu, APC, PDP, keywords. For that December, you are likely going to get at least 15 to 20 topics about these guys in that
about Buhari. Okay, so I was thinking to myself that the Nigerian politicians they seem to be the only politicians on this earth that still like they're going to come back to collect the money. Right? They still as if, after they die, they will come back and collect that money. Right? But now we're seeing Buhari, because I know that whoever it is that died now is not Buhari. Or even if it is Buhari,
there's nothing you can tell them. Nothing. Except if you have to present the DNA for real. You must be one of them.
No. Listen, even if you're not sure whether or not this man passed away, the trajectory and the way Nigeria was, right, even after the time that it was alleged that he had died, right, will tell you that the country was not in control, that didn't have a leadership, just by the way things were going. And just like the previous caller, President Adewale was saying, listen, the presidency of Buhari is the single one that we can hold on to, that we can say has put Nigeria in its position today.
Yes.
It is Buhari's presidency that allowed it is his useless ambition, the ambition that somebody like him should never have had in the first place, because he has nothing to offer. He has nothing to offer to himself, not to talk of to what they call it, the rest of that West African country, right? It is that his evil ambition that opened the door for the likes of Tinubu to come and further destroy this country. Because if that man did not have that ambition, that this Tinubu helped to put him in that position, we will not have, I hope that we will not have had a Tinubu presidency that has now put this country in the trajectory of, like President Adewale said, the poorest. Because can you even compare? We say we're about 200 or maybe approaching 300
about 220 million.
On Nigerians. Can you compare that to 1.something billion Indians? And then we have surpassed them as the poorest, one of the poorest countries.
Poverty capital of the world.
Does that make any kind of sense? They're like 5 times our size. We have no business being in the same league with them. If you understand, just when you think about it mathematically, they are 5 times our number, and yet we are poorer than they are. Doesn't make any kind of sense. It is his evil ambition. He gave to Nigeria what he gave to himself: illiteracy. The man was a stark illiterate, and now you have majority of Nigerians out of school.
They handed the fastest growing economy in Africa to a stark illiterate, right?
To a stark illiterate, and he gave us what
bigot, and he gave us what years destroyed lives.
Destroyed lives.
We are supposed to fear God and watch what we say, because he's dead.
Excuse me. Wow. At which point did us fearing God mean we should start lying to ourselves? At what point, with our worship of God, include lying to ourselves? So we should not tell ourselves the truth that this man is part of the architect of the demise of that country. But I always say that all of these things are the gifts that keep on giving. In as much as he came and he told us what we've already known, and thankfully because of platforms like yours, that Nigeria is not one country, has never been one country, and the leaders that kept on leading it did not do anything to even try to see if they can integrate these people to integrate this nation. Because if they had even attempted to integrate this nation, we will not be where we are. You and I certainly will not be in other people's countries.
It won't be this war, so we won't be all over the place. So Japan won't be so lucrative, but they didn't see it that way. They still blame us.
And another thing, I don't know, because we know that this is, whoever this is, even if they bring out the DNA today and say that this is the DNA of the real Buhari or whatever.
Right.
Listen, the production that had to go in place, and this thing did not happen in isolation. This is not the architect of this was not put together by Nigerian politicians or even the northern politicians themselves. They had collaboration with the establishment, and we know who the establishment is because they had to have all collectively, because at the time when he died, there was nothing in the media anywhere to even support what has been alleged that this man had died. Just maybe like in the papers or somewhere they said, the president of Nigeria has died, and we did not see anything. So it was very easy to come out and say that no, they're just making up stories. The man was sick, he's well now, he's still there and everything. Do you know the kind of strings or the kind of people that have to be behind all of that? Because trust me, this was not done by the might of only northern governors. It was done with the establishment as well.
With the help of
because they are the ones that have the tools. They are the ones that have all the instruments in order to keep something like a whole president dying quiet to the point that nobody in the world talked about it. Even when, because I think Nnamdi Kanu said that even Queen Victoria or Queen Elizabeth at the time had put out the condolence message, but she had to withdraw it. Do you know what it takes for that to happen? That the Queen had to withdraw.
Highest level of intelligence and psyops. But there are people who are saying that it seems.
When you now think about that, it has to make you really think. And I keep saying that the battle in front of us is not just the Nigerian politicians. I think the Nigerian politician is just the first leg, the first hurdle that we as the people have to cross. Because the other hurdle is the people that are interested in keeping the country the way it is, interested in ensuring that Nigerians are illiterate, are powerless, you understand, in order for them to achieve their own goals.
Taking advantage.
Exactly, to continue to take advantage of the resources. Listen, Maegu, I have nothing good to say about Buhari, and nobody can come and tell me that, I shouldn't, we shouldn't testify to that the man has been.
I don't even want to hear that one. And that's the reason why I am wetting the ground now. That's what I'm doing right now, because this evening, Loud, you understand that charm? When I say Loud, it's going to be like, because some of the people who have always been following Maegu and all that, I have warned severally that I am not somebody who is a friend with people who want to be politically correct, okay? And I'm not doing this because I probably want anybody's validation. I want to look back if I'm alive, I want to look back in another 20, 30 years. And I will say, well, I think, I tried, I did my best to.
Listen, Maegu, you don't even have to look back to 10, 20 years. We can tell you that you tried, and we are very grateful. I personally am very grateful.
So you get that? So nobody should let anybody gaslight them on how to react. You can't beat a child. And at the same time,
I want to encourage anyone who has anything to say, please come out and say, let us have enough people coming to say what they know about Buhari. Buhari was a criminal. Buhari is part of the reason why we are where we are today, why we feel hopeless, why we have to be able to contend with. Buhari is one of those people.
Charm, we have every right to be angry. Here is why. Number one,
exactly.
He was the one who came to come and show to us that we are not one Nigeria. There are many Nigerias.
Exactly.
And he did that so religiously. He had no shame about it, that he was almost forcing us to part with our lands. He divided Nigeria, impoverished Nigeria, right? And all of that for what? For what exactly? Look how many people that have been killed who shouldn't even be dead by now. For
that
what?
Is a good question. For what?
All of that for what?
For what? To say, is it to further the ambitions of a dead person that, had evil machinations? That you couldn't even tell, what was good and what was bad as a so-called leader. My problem is not even with Buhari as a whole. It's with the people who knew who Buhari was. There were people who were out there saying, do not vote this man into power. This man has no good intentions for this country. But you have, like you said, Buhari idiots, all the, what they call them, all the Buhari, I don't even know how you say it again. All those Buhari psychopaths up and down the whole telling me that Buhari was going to make a difference. Look at us today. Look at us today. Now we're talking about a coalition that is dead in the water. If they carry on with what they're doing, if it's Atiku that they're planning to present, and bear in mind, I think Atiku is 80 years old now. and they claim that this guy died at
I think it will be 80 by 2027. So if he becomes
Yeah.
the president, it will be 84 by 2031. He will do second term, it will be 88. Like, what kind of life is this concept? Which kind of life is this?
You know, I'm just going to end by saying, listen, right? We know where our problems are, right? The first hurdle is getting rid of all these so-called politicians that we have here. 2027 is dead in the water if we don't get rid of them today, as you and me are talking right now. If we don't start to formulate a plan to get those people out of power, 2027 is dead in the water. It is going to still belong to that criminal, and we'll still have Buhari to be thank for the likes of Tinubu being in power.
Thank you very much, Charles.
Thank you, Marigo.
Let's take another one, and I look forward to possibly having you on this evening as well, if you're up. So let's take this. Hello.
Mayegu Baba.
Hey, Marcy. How you doing, sir?
I'm fine. Valentino from Sugarland.
It is Valentino from Sugarland, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Val, Baba. You don't hear?
Mayegu Baba. I don't work, but if once I put on my AirPods, man, my head they go crazy. I swear.
Yeah, we do.
A man you be.
Thank you.
If I be woman, I go marry you for free.
Really? See?
So yes, I go marry you for free. My good name. I mean, it's very, very explosive as usual. But let me take a little bit twist. Most people will not like what I want to say. Right, but you know, one thing about my ego, I say, can't talk your mind, make I talk my mind. You understand me? If you like it, you take it. If you don't like it, go hang transformer. Period.
No be anybody's fault that time. Go on, Baba.
My ego, I don't like Showore. I would have used the word hate, but I don't like Showore. Hate is kind of too big, right? But Showore said it all today. You see what he said today, right? For me, it's like, what he said today, for me, it is the best of Showore, but I don't like him, and I will never like him, right? I don't like
disagree
him.
With him, right? We can disagree, disagree without being disagreeable. Sure, you get on top this one, though. I want to hear it. Go on, Baba.
Yes. I will get a little bit brief because nobody Showore coming. I don't like him because of what he did to Jonathan. Showore lied, or should we say the truth about Jonathan? Whatever you have to put it, I put it lie. Can call it truth. And that thing metamorphosis in giving us Buhari. That is why we are where we are today. Nobody can say otherwise. And I also don't like Jonathan. If Jonathan was not stupid, he would have removed Jaga and damned the consequences. This is why I think Chief Nubu is the man for this job. Even though Tinubu is another evil person, understand me. Only Tinubu will give these northerners what they want. No other person can do it. You understand me?
So but when you say give them what they want, now two different things, want or deserve.
No, what I mean?
What they want right now is to chase them away. So,
no, you are right.
Deserve. Or waiting they want.
They deserve. That's the right one. Waiting they deserve. You understand me? Waiting they deserve, my brother. Thank you very much. Waiting they deserve.
Go on, Baba.
My brother. My brother. Nothing will make Obi fit do this thing. I don't care what any. See, you have to be a monkey to get the food from a monkey. Either you like Obi is not a monkey, and he cannot be a monkey. But let's keep that aside.
Right.
My brother, the masterminded, the criminal that masterminded dot in the circle, Bokohari. Where is it? Even though Bokohari died in 2017, anyone can say what about it, but let's just pretend, let's play along that he just died. The criminal that masterminded dot in the circle, he's dead. Dot in the circle still there, Shebi, you know, Abi? Are we not still there?
Yes, sir.
The same Bokohari killed us during the Biafra war. Are we still there? We are still there.
Wow.
The same Bokohari came back again as a so-called civilian president. He killed us. Are we not still there? We are still there. See, people have said, pray for Bokohari, pray for Bokohari. I don't tell them, say, Anybody will talk that thing for my ear now. Oh, go kill him. Number one, Mayegun, praying to white man forefather, because this Jesus also did the prayer and because now white man forefather is useless. Praying to white man forefather is useless. My brother, Mayegun, I saw my grandfather died 1990. I saw him do stuff, and those stuff I saw him did in our own local way. He did it the right way. My brother, if heaven there, my grandfather there heaven, anybody can say whatever I want to say. That is my take. But that is fine.
Exactly. See,
so
go on, sorry, quickly.
So praying to this their useless God is useless. But you see causes. You see causes. Bokohari, you know, go better for him. Person go say don't live a good life. Yes. My brother, causes work. You know why causes work, My ego, I see then so if I come steal for you, I don't care what anybody says. Maybe I stole the most important thing, the most precious thing in your life. You wake up, say Valentine, no go better for me. My ego, even though self say I live so even though so and so I live so and so a good life. I only me know what I battle before I die. Then it will be for my generation. So anybody that said Bokohari was a good president, I cause that, okay, I pray. Let me use prayer now. I pray with my forefather, right? Let his entire generation be like the Nigeria Bokohari gave us.
God bless you.
Thank you. I yield. I give up. Yeah.
You too, Baba. Nice one,
Okay.
See.
Okay. Thank you, brother.
Tonight is going to be the night that, again, we're going to properly document the legacies of Bokohari, the legacy of Achilles, looting, and poverty. There is a caller. Hello.
Hello, Maya. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Emoji.
Yeah, it's me. Have you been off for a while now, for like past 3 days?
No, just yesterday. I took a break yesterday again.
Oh my God. I was in a flight yesterday I was coming back from Europe. I was in a flight. I fixed my internet. I tried to listen to you, but I said, what's going on? Am I not getting, because I left for a week and I couldn't even get any of your program.
Past 1 week.
Yes.
Oh my.
I was like, what's going on? And yesterday I know that you will be on Buhari's death. I bought the internet while on the flight back from Europe to US.
Sorry. I took a break.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Anyway, you don't hear.
My is very, very like, Nigerians, I don't know what's going on with that. Like one Sri guy came to your program one time. He said that they need to do revolution 2 times for the north, in the north. And I think that thing is now making sense. They will do it 2 times in like after they will not like religious stuff. They will do another one like school, like, I don't know how I'll put it. They need to put people back to school in Nigeria. If they can do it, free education, forcing people, like in Germany, if you don't come to school, they will write you. The next thing, police will be on your door. I don't know if they're doing it in UK. So if Nigeria will be a country, I want people to do that, to force Nigerians to read or force Nigerians to go back to school mostly. And even those are in the school, they will read and understand. Like Kenya people, they are doing their demonstration, but they are still on, like, they know what is going on. They know what they are doing. They know what they want. Like, not even like a bandwagon, like, hey, like Nigerians insulting each other, talking down on each other without reading, without going to research. And I saw one few years ago, I saw one article. They wrote an interview with Buhari. Buhari, I believe since his life, there's nothing different between Buhari and Tinubu. The only difference is that Buhari is a little bit, you can know where he went to school. You can trace his parents, how they came to Nigeria selling dogs, how he entered into, how he was enrolled into Nigerian army. We can trace that. That's the only difference. But
They just have to
yes.
kind of write that he graduated when he didn't, and all the other stuff.
Yeah, you can.
He's traceable. Buhari is traceable.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can trace that one, but their dark part, their heart, their dead heart is the same. Their activities is the same. I saw this thing in 1976 when Muhammad Mohammed was killed. On that interview, Buhari said that he wasn't aware. He only saw an army, one army soldier with bullet wound on Mbadiwe Street in Victoria Land.
Right.
Then during Aguiyi assassination, Buhari said also he removed himself, but he was the chief mechanic officer in Northern Barracks that time. He's the one that serviced that jeep this guy traveled with. So even if they did not catch that guy in Ibadan, he knows the distance where the jeep will go, because he did something for them to bring his name there. So the jeep wasn't fit to do anything, all the crew. So Buhari is a criminal. I'm sorry. He said he's poor. He said he's poor. That he doesn't have anything. But Buhari have like 40 acres of land in Niger Delta side, in Rivers. That Buhari have it. They said Buhari said he's poor, that he doesn't steal Nigerian money. Buhari went to PTF, right? This Petroleum Trust Fund, right? Buhari stole a lot of money because he asked Abacha that he want to be independent. Till today, Buhari did not do any account. Buhari said he's poor. He has only 150 cows. He doesn't have anything anywhere. But it's lies. Buhari made Nigeria, the guy, Africa Wahala said Buhari put Nigeria in poverty. No, not only poverty. Buhari brought all these things that are saying that they are Yahoo citizens of Nigeria, we are criminals in abroad. Buhari did something in UK. But before that incident with Umaru Diko, Nigerians, we used to go to UK. When you pay your school fees, you go to Union Bank, they stamp visa, you go your way. We don't even need visa to go to UK because of that incident. They now remove us from that line.
That was it.
Because of Buhari. Now Buhari now came
after that as well. So many countries
Buhari jailed LS Ekwueme and left Shagari. He overthrew democratic government.
Those are his legacies. Anything anybody is trying to paint, take a look at that person singing his praise. He is either a deluded Buhari idiot or a direct beneficiary from the looting.
I'm Bruce Ali. Buhari never introduced any school or built any school.
He didn't build a single school.
That's another one. Or introduced any education.
Bokohari in 8 years. Can you believe that? Not a single school.
Any education level. But Bruce Ali, Bruce Ali, till Bruce Ali got blind. Immediately he came out and he died. His family left to Nigeria and said they will never again. Buhari now
that destroyed their life. If you don't
wait.
Their passports,
that's what he does for Christian. Buhari used Decree 4 to backdate court judgment and brought people back. Or Sophia, his brother is among those people. That's why he hated Buhari. Understand? So all his legacies, death, poverty, hunger, death, and this guy. Buhari don't know how to make money. Buhari has been on Nigeria free of charge. There are so many of them like that. Yes, there are so many of them. and he can never create any good thing to benefit the common man in Nigeria.
Where would you let that
Coming to Buhari's death, I saw Garba Shehu few days ago. He said they lied about the rat in Asoro because of Buhari. Another bad omen because of Buhari, and that one is still walking around. By now, that is treason offense. That man supposed to be in jail now. Garba Shehu for deceiving a whole country because of one man to just keep him there. So for us to celebrate Buhari or write good tribute about Buhari, that's the only way I disagree on. I didn't buy what Showore said about Buhari. We know all Showore said was right, but Showore was also an instrument that gave us Buhari plus Obama. So coming to Jonathan cannot do it. Nobody should insult Jonathan. Had it been Jonathan stayed there, either he is dead, and that's what they plan will also continue. So, but Showore, as Buhari family, we apologize to Nigerians. Showore also we apologize to Nigeria because he knows all these things. Showore has been an activist since he was 22 years. He knows them. For him to get convicted and brought and push Buhari to us, and now coming to tell us that Buhari is not a good person, Buhari did that, he did see this thing in 2014 and 2015. I rest my case. Buhari, let him rest in pieces. Let him rest in pieces and die in hell.
If he ever rests.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's so my own tribute to Buhari.
Thank you. Now, the line is back up. We only have just about 20 minutes to go. So let's hope we make use of that very well, okay? Rant your rant, speak your mind, say your things, fear no one, open it up. Because somehow, this session may even be a therapy for you. Say your mind. You'll feel better. Try it. Hello.
Hello. Hello there.
Good
afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. And yourself, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you so much. Let's see about this Buhari thing. I don't know. I always say, I don't even know how to put this. I always say that country, people are not ready for any change. They're not, to be honest. And all these things they're saying about, like, maybe they are mocking the dead. Okay? Everybody, we are all going to die one day.
Eventually.
Right? That is inevitable. There's nothing anyone can do about it. No. Right? But the thing is this, whatever you do while alive, that is what that's supposed to be said when you're gone.
You get?
If you
do well, we don't have to come and lie about you.
It's like when you're on health and you're doing whatever you did, a lot of evil things, right? And then you now expected people to start covering for you and pity you, grieve, and say this and that about you. Honestly, I'm not that kind of a person that would do that to me. Because I'm not, that is hypocrisy. Everything, this man, he did a lot.
For example, right? I have said a lot of things this afternoon, maybe not all of it, right? There's none of it that is out of order. There's none of it that's a lie. So I basically still say the truth about everything it stands for, all right? And I can choose to curse him. That would be my own prerogative.
That is my own, exactly. That is how maybe we perceive things differently. We react to things differently. The way I will react, someone else might be like more emotional than I, So I can't really blame the person. You know, somebody that they killed it's whoever during the SARS, and remember now now you expect the person to say, oh, this is sorry, I don't want to mock, I don't want to mock it or whatever. No, it doesn't work that way. If you want people to speak good about you, then you have to work for it while alive. Not that after then you
no.
And it's not okay now. I don't know how far it's true. He said he said they should beg Nigerians or whatever. It happens that way.
He said everybody. He said he's human, and as a human.
Human language, you know. So things. What does that mean? Is what whatever pardon? What has that thing changed? What is done? The damages is done in law. So you realize it's done in law, and now he said they should pardon him. That is not making sense, to be honest. So to me, this is a man. He died here in England, in London. This is a man. He was a president for good 8 years. No hospital was built. No schools. Everything was going down the drain. The Nigeria was sinking. Started sinking.
People actually died. That's what we're saying.
People are dying. People were in fact he killed loads of people because he gave because he gave the order. And under his nose, they were killing people, innocent people.
In a democracy.
And nothing was done in a democracy. And nothing was
killing
done.
Activists, and he was pardoning terrorists.
Now, to grieve this man when he's gone, when he's gone, to grieve him, you now said people should start mourning. No, it doesn't.
When he was alive, he controlled people's life. When he's dead, he wants to control how they are going to also.
No, that is not mockery. That is not mockery. People should know that. That is not mockery. We are saying what is done. He acted so evil while alive. That is just period. And whatever he did while alive, that is what people will say. When he's gone now. He's forgiving or whatever. I don't know. That is nothing to do with me.
Those who remain see
That is not even my cup of tea. All these things they're saying, that is why I said Nigerians are not ready. To be honest, they are not ready. If they are ready, they will know that these people, all these are slave masters. They need to really, really be firm with them. They themselves, they're supposed to know that all these people, they don't wish them good. They don't even want them to live. They don't want any good thing for them. And that they're supposed to know how to react to them. You understand? So all these things they're doing, that country is not, those people, they're not ready. That is what I know. Though I've given up on them long ago, I will say it, I always say it. Though the commenters, sometimes they abuse me like, oh, there's some people, I don't care. But that's my own opinion. I've given up on that country because I don't think I don't think that country, the government or all these people self, they know what they're doing and they don't know what they want actually. They celebrate their slave masters and they're doing it and they're doing it. That is it. That's it. So thank you so much.
God bless you. Thanks so much thank you very much for chipping in. Okay, you have a very wonderful afternoon. So let me say this quickly. I saw a comment where somebody said, "Oh, Nigerians are not ready. Nigerians are not ready." So all of you, all of you jackpot, something like that.
I read the comment.
But you were wrong. You see, somebody who left that contraption. Possibly you have left the contraption yourself, right? But don't ever try to gaslight anybody who left that contraption and then still complaining, because what chased many of us out of that contraption has gone worse. And majority of us with the people we actually have there, if you compare the population of those of you who are in Nigeria to the population of those of us who have left Nigeria, who do you really think has the power, right, to change the course of their destiny in the hands of these rogues? Those who are abroad or those who are there? Have you ever seen any form of a popular uprising, protest, or what have you, that never received the support of the Nigerians in diaspora, both physical and cash, and every means of trying to ensure, including those who subject themselves, nominate themselves to go to different government, buildings and all that, to lay petition and tell the world what is going on in Nigeria? The only people who can change your story, change your destiny, are those who can japa, because you are the most affected. You are the majority. Put the number of those who have japat beside you. You will see that it is actually not a sensible thing to say people who japat run away and then, I don't know, I don't know. It's crazy. They used to say to me that I should come back home, and I'm like, why should I come back home? I watch it on my screen every now and then. I see how you all actually praise your oppressors, how you mile around them to collect freebies. And I see how much how far you are willing to go to hurt people that tells you not to do that. So why should anybody leave his own comfort and go back in there to become your easy victims? Because you are willing if they give you small money. We have seen it happen many times. So when people say you are not, what they are saying is that from where we are not seeing any majority push from the majority. But if any protests break out tomorrow or revolution in Nigeria, I have people, including myself, I have people that are going to buy their ticket and return back to that place and join it. There are people who are going to join it. But you can't go back and say you want to go and fight for people who are praising their oppressors. Those ones who are comfortably strong on the phone. They are the victims, so they are the ones paying 300% electricity. They are the ones who now have to take a student loan instead of education subsidy.
Bad roads.
They are the ones who have to drive on those terrible. They are the ones who have to pay ransom to terrorists. They are the ones whose parents, the ones who are sleeping in darkness. They are the ones who have been denied medical access simply because they can't pay money. They are the ones facing all of this there, right there.
But yeah, they please their oppressors.
You get that, but they want somebody who is here to come in and fight for them. Like, how? You need to show working first. You need to show that
you are ready, to fight.
So people will say, they are fighting, even though we are not going to pretend that there are no people fighting, but there are people who are also doing their best in that. But they are in the minority because the majority are simply in bed with their oppressors. But they are very strong on social media, asking them, hey, why don't you come? Iran, all everything is a lie. They will say anything, they will do anything to get you distracted from calling out their criminal leaders. So if somebody says you are not ready, it's not that there are not people doing something. There are people there. People with the see people who are still standing up. They say Showore will lead the revolution now, guys, right? They will come out and they have a protest scheduled. This protest is against not paying the police pensioners. Now they are going to, but guess what? They will come out, but you only see a handful of them.
So like I said, the situation in Nigeria is very, very complex and just so pathetic because I feel sorry for all these genuine people that want the good. But they're the minority. So I'm just feeling like
why don't the majority sit and blame them and say, why don't you? But everybody is a
and those battles are winning to them for just a mega sum of money. They don't care.
So that's the point. So if somebody says you are not ready,
like you said earlier, illiteracy is like one of the most what are fighting back in Nigeria.
Because the illiteracy itself, right? The illiteracy, no would define now. There are many Nigerians who are educated, right? But they are not
tied down
enough. The education is like a social conditioning. They think in a particular way. They don't think outside any box.
They don't have any multifaceted thinking.
No. It's one direction. So if you are saying something like that, and it is in that direction, or more, you will see that it will sound like they are experts. But the moment you go off that track, they'll begin to sound like they are complete stark illiterates. And guess what? They will now double down. What do you mean? Do you even understand? Do you understand Karl Marx? Go shit down, John. Stop all these things you don't cram.
where you want to take the argue. They're having a proper conversation here, right? But they can't have that. They can't. So people who knows that they are losing everything in this country, right? If people's jobs, in which people complain a lot all the time, right? If people's jobs can no longer pay their bills, and the people suffering that are in large numbers, before people hit the streets, they would have known. The government would have known that, you see these things that we are doing, it's going to affect this section of earners. So people who are earning between 1,000 and 1,005 will be affected. What should we do? How many would they be? We are looking at maybe about 2 million, 3 million people. 2, 3 million. What can we do to cover that side to make sure that these 2, 3 million people, right? Even though what we're going to provide for them won't fix the problem per se, but they will still see a tiny help that makes them feel like
their life is easier.
Even if they want to complain, half of them won't want to go out. They will be like, we knew about that thing. And we also knew what they have provided for us. It's not enough. So I can manage this for now until I go and do something else. They don't have that in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And then people want other people to possibly even do. And another thing is that, right, people want other people to die their death for them. Do you get it now? Instead of people to go out there, and go out. Say, what about you? You are living in Nigeria. You are there inside Nigeria. You are not counting yourself. So you are not counting. Okay. I'm just saying that people should go out there and fight for their. Somebody else should die.
Are you not a Nigerian also? Are you South African or are you?
Do you get? So it is complex, and that is why the style I have adopted on my Egun's Diary Politico is that I am not going to tell you to fight or not fight. I am going to tell you what your criminal leaders are doing. I'm going to tell what some of you are doing to enable them. And I'm going to tell everybody the consequences of it. This is what will happen. Now, if you then find out that that thing that Mayego is saying, I'm already facing it too. I'm already kind of like experiencing it too. So is that the reason why? Just get you thinking. Whatever you want to do with that information is totally yours. Hello.
Hello, Mayegu Baba. Mayegu Baba, the Temple of Truth.
Yes, sir.
This is Alaba Pereira from Chicago, the Movement Radio.
How are you, sir?
I am fine. Mayegu Baba, you're doing a great job. Let me start by, first of all, let's start from the top. Number one, let me first of all thank you. You're doing a great job. You are the revolution we are talking about, the revolution of the mind. Your daily job, your temple of truth, your truth. You're calling it a spade, calling it the way it is. This is all we need. This is what we need. That's number one. Number two.
Yes, sir.
Number two, Muhammadu Buhari and all the copies of Muhammadu Buhari, may his soul rot and burn in hellfire.
You say,
may his soul rot and burn in hellfire.
He said.
And not just that, all the remaining people going abroad for treatment that have destroyed that country, may them follow suit. One by one.
Yes, sir.
All the 1966 July boys who have held that country captive since 1966 July, and all their cohort and compatriots, those who are part of them, part and parcel of them, may their soul rot in permanent internal fire. And if there is no fire, mind let it down.
Whatever it is, that they deserve, straight into it.
Straight into it.
What do you call that? Bottomless void. Throw them inside.
This side, come and burn volcano.
Erupted volcano and throw them inside.
Volcano and gbogbo ẹ. Àwọn aṣèrè ẹ̀dá, àwọn tó gbogbo wa jẹ ní abroad. Destroy the whole country that God has blessed.
Destroy generations, sir. Generations. Trajectory of people's lives have been changed, sir. Majority of our people who jackpot didn't jackpot with their own intention. No. They were running away when they were seeing that they were losing everything. It's not,
Japa was a source of escape because of this motherfuckers in your power
separated families.
respect the dead.
They separated families. I said this Japa or the Japa of 2015 to 2023 is one of the worst brain drain Nigeria suffered. The effect of that will be felt for decades.
Oh, may your family taking me affect me. How many of our cousins can we go to their naming ceremony? How many can we go to their wedding? How many of our family can we see?
Somebody says you are overreacting.
I want weary. I want near. I want no to be one emotion pay. So we are overreacting morons.
Yes, sir.
Because let me now go to this one.
Yes, sir.
Fellow countrymen and women. That was October 31st, 1983. The voice of Sani Abacha. There is inadequacy of food at reasonable prices for our people who are now fed up with the endless announcement of importation of food. Health services are in shambles as our hospitals are reduced to a mere consulting clinic without drugs, water, and equipment. That was December 31st, 1983. Sani Abacha, 41 years ago, guess who became president after that? Olori Burúkú tọ́lọ̀ Maron Osonu Akpadi. Bokohari, Olori Burúkú died. Became president 41 years after ni wèrè ẹ̀ lọ́lọ́ kú àmọ́ copy èwo ló kú nu wọn o, but wèrè ẹ̀ kú àtàwọn copies ẹ̀. Now, you are now saying we should not cause the dead. If anybody. So that's the problem with Nigeria, Mayegun.
Yes,
I have continued to say that we only have 3 problems. One, our collective silence. Mayegun. 2, the enemies within. And 3, our so-called big men, starting from those July 1966 murderers who killed half of Nigerians just because they want to be in power, and those who collaborated with them instead of letting them pack their load in that plane with Muritala and go back to the north. Those who the coward brigadier generals, the Yorubas, who refused to act as soldiers and handed the country over to this genocidal bastard, and who has held power of that country up till today. So whether it's 1979 or 1999, all these are all product of July 1966. And now, let me now touch on the most important topic, which is àwọn tó ní ká má bu òkú. Òkú òṣì, àwọn àgbàyà, òkú tó ti rùn kó tó di kó kú. Òkú tó balẹ̀ jẹ́ fún many people to destroy lives. Because we're talking of death and destruction of human life.
These are preventable deaths, sir. They are preventable. Because all of us will die anyway, right? But there's something called preventable death.
We're talking of demonic, satanic
women, children. Jesus.
Women, children. You know why they are so comfortable in doing? Because they did it in 1966. They were not held to account.
They did it.
They killed all those soldiers in the barracks who are not from their ethnic group.
Biafra between 67 and 72.
They continued on that Biafra war, which was not a necessary war, a war that has been abandoned by their
avoidable war. Avoidable.
And so they went because they want to clean out. They committed that 3 million to 5 million genocide. And then they continued politically through suppression, inhumanity, and injustice.
And they want us to believe that they love Nigeria. Are these the people we are going to learn one Nigeria from? Their actions proved otherwise now.
No, they got nothing to teach you. They are criminals. They should be in jail. They should be, in fact, what to collide them off firing squad. That's the fact. Now,
they ruined a beautiful dream.
A great country.
It was supposed to be.
They ruined
everything. They are now forcing it on us to be patriotic.
On us. Then now go to Mayegun, let's now go to our big men. That's number 3. Okay. Collective silence. You're dealing with that. One sorrow, our channel, Arise in Congo, LTV, TNT, I want you sorrow. Come up, Now, let's now go to the number 2 of my point. The enemies within. So our enemies within their life, identify. And I'm not talking about the Agbadorians and the Buharidins and all. Those ones are depraved. I don't waste my time on those ones, on depraved people. So now you talk with our moderates, our hypocrites, on internet, internet, Tony mental damages, don't want to come here, armchair analyst. Talk with on WhatsApp, X, àwọn játijàti tẹni technology tó tẹ́lẹ̀ fi túlù ṣe tó jẹ́ pé játijàti àti kátàkátà lè máa sọ ìkọ́ni wọ́n spend 30 minutes talking about Buhari's achievement lánàá mo fẹ́ lè bì àwọn olórí burúkú ó ká mi lára mo ní Buhari bọ̀ kó máa bọ́ ní ẹ̀ gaslight people they have opinion, let people have their say orí burúkú wo ni say tó ń destroy generation upon generation. Ẹ wá ń pacify àwọn èèyàn. Ẹ máa indoctrinate wọn. Àwọn yẹn gan ni enemy within. And until we deal with them, nílé ráyè deal pẹ̀lú àwọn the big men, àwọn elite yẹn. So àwọn enemy within yẹn gan ni problem. Using all the social media to perpetrate that insanity. But Mayegun mo gbégi fún ẹ o tó lè má ṣe kíní lójoojúmọ́. Mo try ẹ kí n lè ṣe once a week mi ò lè ṣe mo láti gbé rédíò tí ọtún pilot.
They say that when you do something every day, right? It later becomes part of you. And they say if you do what you enjoy, right, you will never work for the rest of your life. So maybe I'm cut out for this.
You're good.
Don't worry. I'm
buying your program on our station, but we must continue to attack the enemies within. Àwọn yẹn gan ni major problem wọn. The moment about to conquer wọn, I make it.
The problem is half solved, Abi. Thank you so much, sir. Alaba Ferreira. God bless you for us. Can you nice on, Baba? Yeah.
God
bless you, sir. So on that note, we are going to draw the curtain. So Tolu, thank you so much for doing this.
No worries.
It's your first time, I know, but one thing is that we're going to have more of you.
Okay.
So
no
we want we want a situation whereby we have a broader sort of like views and perspective on topics and all that. Okay. So when even though you've been behind the scene for a while, this is the first time you are coming on this space. Okay, so thank you very much for coming.
No problems. You're welcome.
Let's say goodbye to our viewers. I'm going to see everybody later this evening, okay? So go get yourself ready. Tonight is going to be more detailed about the life and government of Muhammadu Bokohari, the lifeless mannequin from Daura. So I'll see you later this evening. Good afternoon.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun Diary politico. Mayegun Diary ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí Facebook
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí YouTube
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
kí gómìnà kówó jẹ
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
òkúrọ̀ olóṣèlú
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.